Welcome to Tina Tries. Today's 3D print is proof that space-age engineering can make Pokemon even cooler. We're making this fun NASA fabric Pokeball next on Tina Tries. This fun and really flexible Pokeball is today's 3D printing project. This file is by Measure Once and can be found on MakerWorld. This was printed on an H2D in black, white, and red PLA. This took about 10 hours to complete and used just under 110 grams of filament. You'll also need 60 4x2mm magnets and some super glue. As usual, I'll link everything in the description below. Let's check out the build. Here are the printed pieces. All right, let's assemble this NASA fabric Pokeball. All we need to do is put some 4x2 magnets into each of the little recesses on the side here, and we will be ready to rock. I'm gonna use regular super glue for this. So we are using 4mm magnets, but just to make sure that I keep the orientation of my magnets the same, I am going to put some bigger magnets on the back end of these so that I don't lose track. Like this. So I kind of have like a little wand made out of magnets, and that way I put them all in the same orientation. What we're gonna do is we are going to put magnets in the same orientation on one side, and on the other side we are going to put magnets in the opposite direction so that they match up like this, and they'll form a ball. So I am going to put magnets in on the same edge of each petal in one direction, and then we will go back in on the other petal and put the magnets in the opposite polarity. So I'm going to put a little bit of super glue in each of these little divots and pop a magnet in. And the magnets should be flush with your petal, like so. So we're just gonna go all the way around in one direction. All right, so there is one side of our first petal, and I am going to do the exact same polarity on the right side of the next petal. And there's our second petal. Now there is space for another magnet that is really close to the center here, but you can't really access it very well. And the creator says that this will close up just fine without putting that innermost magnet in, which I think is probably very accurate because it's a little bit close to the center. I don't think it's necessary, so I am not going to put those magnets in the center. I'm just going to keep working my way around and finishing up the right sides of each of these petals. So there we have all of the right sides of the petals lined with magnets. Now we're going to do the exact same thing with the left side, except we are going to switch the polarity. That way, when this side of each petal lines up with this side, they will attract. But in order for that to happen, we need to insert them so that this side is out, which means we reverse the polarity because we're going to be putting that side into the flower. I'm going to flip this over just so that it's a little bit easier for me to get these magnets in because I am right-handed. So putting them in on the left side, flipping it over just makes it easier for me. So there we go. And that's already starting to attract to each other. Let's try to keep them apart for a little bit longer just because I'm using regular super glue and I don't really want them to get pulled out. Let's keep gluing our magnets in. I am gonna let these dry for a little bit to make sure that none of our magnets get pulled out, and then we will be done. All right, so our magnets are in place and this is already starting to join together. That is very cool. Here is the completed Pokeball. This is so fun and oddly satisfying to use. It even functions as a really fun little fidget. It starts off in this nice flower shape and all the magnets attach together to form your Pokeball. Here are my rankings for this project. Ease of printing. This one gets a 10. You actually don't need an AMS for this one, but if you have one, you can use it. There are separate files for printing without an AMS, and there's even a file for printing it on an A1 Mini. This file does not require any supports, and you shouldn't need to change any of the built-in print settings. Make sure that your build plate is really clean before you start printing, as it needs to be securely adhered to the plate in order to print properly. Be extremely gentle when removing this off of your build plate. I highly suggest letting it cool completely before you try to remove it. You don't want to accidentally break off one of the petals. I'm not sure that using a silk PLA to print this would be a good idea, as it's really brittle and it would probably not hold up very well. Ease of assembly. This one gets another 10. Just add a little bit of super glue, pop in all of your magnets, and you're done. The magnets fit into each of their spots really well, and the whole process is actually fairly quick. Just make sure that your polarity is correct before you glue them in. Also, be very careful when you're gluing them in, as the glue does not dry immediately. If it attracts to the magnet that's opposite it, it can pull it out of its spot and you'll have to glue it in again. If you accidentally break one of these petals off, you can print it again. The A1 Mini file actually has separate petals that you can print. And Measure Once was kind enough to include instructions on how to attach a single petal should it break. If you like this concept but not Pokemon, Measure Once also has several different versions of this, including a football and a globe of the earth. There's even an eyeball if that's what you're into. So you can print whichever one you like best. But this is really fun and it's held up pretty well so far, even though it's printed in just regular basic PLA. My kids have been putting this through its paces and we haven't broken it yet. So I'm really happy with how this has turned out. That's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking, sharing, hyping, and subscribing. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any new episodes. I now have channel memberships active if you'd like early access to some of my videos and some other really fun perks. I would appreciate it. Let me know if you've printed anything in NASA fabric in the comment section below, and I will see you on the next one.